The artist and the model, a unique creative partnership. Introduction. Behind many great paintings, drawings, and sculptures lies a relationship that most viewers never see. It is not the relationship between the artist and the artwork. It is the relationship between the artist and the model. For centuries, artists have relied on models to help them study the human figure, understand movement, and bring their creative visions to life. Yet the role of the model is often misunderstood. Many people imagine the model as a passive subject who simply poses while the artist works. The reality is far more complex. A successful artistic collaboration requires trust, communication, patience, and mutual respect. The artist and the model become partners in a creative process that transforms observation into art. Without the model, many masterpieces would never have existed. Without the artist, the pose would disappear the moment it ended. Together, they create something lasting. Something that neither could create alone. This is the story of one of the most fascinating partnerships in the history of art. The human figure as a teacher. Artists have long considered the human figure one of the most challenging subjects to study. Unlike a bowl of fruit or a landscape, the body is alive. It breathes. It shifts. It changes from moment to moment. Even when standing still, a person is never completely motionless. For this reason, artists often describe the human figure as a lifelong teacher. Every pose reveals something new. Every individual presents unique proportions, gestures, and expressions. The model becomes a source of endless learning. Through observation, artists develop their understanding of anatomy, balance, light, shadow, and movement. The model is not merely being observed. The model is helping the artist learn how to see. The first meeting. Every artistic collaboration begins with observation. The artist studies the model. The model studies the environment. Both are entering a creative space that requires concentration and trust. At first, there may be uncertainty. The artist wonders how to capture the figure effectively. The model wonders how the pose will be interpreted. But as the session progresses, a rhythm begins to develop. Communication may be verbal. Often it is not. A nod. A suggestion. A slight adjustment of posture. Gradually, artist and model begin working together toward a shared goal. The atmosphere becomes focused. Respectful. Creative. The studio transforms into a place of collaboration. Trust and respect. Trust is one of the most important elements of figure art. Without trust, the creative process becomes difficult. Models must feel respected. Artists must maintain professionalism and sensitivity. Throughout history, successful studios have been built upon mutual understanding. The model trusts the artist to approach the work seriously and respectfully. The artist trusts the model to contribute concentration, patience, and effort. This mutual trust creates an environment where creativity can flourish. When respect exists, the focus remains on art. The figure becomes a subject of study, expression, and exploration. Not judgment. Not exploitation. Artistic partnerships thrive when both participants understand the importance of professionalism. The art of holding a pose. Holding a pose may appear easy from the outside. In reality, it requires remarkable discipline. A position that seems comfortable for a few seconds may become challenging after several minutes. Models learn how to balance stability with naturalness. They learn how to remain still while maintaining energy within the pose. Artists depend on this consistency. A slight movement can alter relationships between shapes, shadows, and proportions. The model's ability to maintain a pose allows the artist to observe deeply and work accurately. This contribution is often invisible to viewers. Yet it is essential to the final artwork. the same model can inspire entirely different artworks. One artist may focus on anatomy. Another may focus on emotion. A third may emphasize light and atmosphere. The model remains the same. The artistic vision changes. This process reveals an important truth about art. Artists are not creating duplicates of reality. They are creating interpretations of experience. The model provides inspiration. The model as collaborator. Many people assume that the artist alone deserves creative credit. Yet experienced artists often recognize the important contribution of the model. A thoughtful pose can transform an ordinary composition into a memorable one. A model's understanding of movement, balance, and expression can significantly influence the final result. In many studios, models are viewed not as passive subjects but as creative collaborators. They contribute energy, presence, personality, ideas. The final artwork becomes a shared achievement. While the artist guides the The artist came to understand the model's personality, habits, and character. The model came to understand the artist's creative goals. Together, they developed a visual language. Many famous artworks emerged from these long-term collaborations. The finished paintings remain. But behind them lies a human relationship rarely visible to viewers. Contemporary figure studios. Today, figure drawing and painting remain important parts of artistic education. Students continue learning from live models. Professional artists continue studying the figure. Despite advances in photography and digital technology, live observation remains valuable. Why? Because the experience is different. The artist sees movement, breathing, posture, and presence in real time. The model becomes more than an image. They become a living subject. This direct interaction encourages deeper observation and stronger artistic awareness. Many artists believe there is no true substitute for working from life. Beyond the studio. The lessons learned through the artist-model relationship extend beyond art. Artists learn patience, attention, empathy, observation. Models learn discipline, focus, communication. Both participants develop a deeper appreciation for human individuality. The process becomes more than technical training. It becomes an exploration of humanity itself. At its best, figure art encourages people to see one another with greater understanding and respect. This may be its most valuable lesson. Conclusion. The relationship between the artist and the model is one of the most important partnerships in the creative world. It is built on trust, respect, observation, and collaboration. Together, artist and model transform a temporary moment into something lasting. A pose held for minutes may become a painting admired for generations. A quiet session in a studio may inspire work that speaks to people across time and culture. This is the remarkable power of artistic collaboration. Neither participant works alone. Each contributes something essential. And through that partnership, art is born. The next time you admire a figure painting, remember that behind every brushstroke was not only an artist. There was also a model, a collaborator, a partner in the creative process. And together, they helped bring the artwork to life. Thank you for listening.